यूज हुई। निकलिए अपने थॉट।
So today we will discuss chain rule. Chain rule is a part of time and work only. Right. So yesterday we finished time and work questions. So I am hoping that you guys went through the all questions. Have you seen the questions at? I will ask. Okay, I will take a test again. So there will be lots of time. Okay, so be prepared. So today we are discussing chain rule. In chain rule, this is also time and work. Right. So this is a part of time and work only. So in this, you have to remember one formula. This suppose M men's are there, right? They are working M1 men's are there, they are working E1 days, right? And daily they are working H number of hours and they are completing some. No, same work
लाइट देख रहा हूँ।
is done by M2 men. They are working 2 days, they are working daily H number of hours. Right. So I will show you what type of questions are there. So the formula is M1 D1 multiply will come on work will come. This is equal to this. Fine. The work is same actually. Right. Work can be different also. W1, W2. Okay. So you have to remember this formula. So I will today itself we will see lots of questions based on this thing. Right. So M is man, D is day, H is number of hours, and W is work. So questions can be like 2 men, they are working 3 days, right? Daily they are working 2 hours. They are doing 1/4 of the work, right? So here 1/4 will come. They are doing. Then he will ask how many men we need, right? So here 1/4 will come.
they are
So
doing,
then he will
5
ask
days. One
how many
fourth of the
men
work.
we need. 3 hours.
Right. So here
The
1
remaining
4
work
will
we have
come.
to fit.
They
The
are
remaining
doing,
work will be how much? Total work is 1. So the remaining is 3. We have to find how many men we need to complete that work. Okay. This formula I already told you. Now we will see directly the question. So the question is, if 25 men can type 60 pages in a day, how many pages will be typed by 50 men in? So talking about single day, right? So how many men are there? 25 men. Day is 1, right? Here also we have to find 15 men. They are working a day, right? So how many works they are doing? They are typing 60 page. Where the 60 will come? 60 is the work, right? So 60 will come this side. We have to find this thing. So how many pages will be typed by 15 men? 15 men कितना काम करेंगे, right, in a day? Are you getting this equation? So if you are getting this, you can easily solve this, right? Will be W2 50 on, right, from 5 12 into 3 is 36 is what? They will type 36 pages. Okay. So you have to remember just that one formula and all question we can solve, right? And UPSC has asked question from this type, right? There are question from garrison or the food is available. We will discuss those questions today itself, right? Now next question.
The last time we think
If 7 men can do a piece of work in 225 days, how many men are required to do the same work in 175 days? Right. So we will use the same formula again. So in this, you have to remember one formula. This suppose M men's are there, right? They are working M1 men's are there, they are working D1 days, right? And daily they are working H number of hours and they are completing some. No, same work is done by M2 men. They are working 2 days, they are working daily H number of hours. Right. So I will show you what type of questions are there. So the formula is M1 D1 multiply will come on work will come. This is equal to this. Fine. The work is same actually. Right. Work can be different also. W1, W2. Okay. So you have to remember this formula. So I will today itself we will see lots of questions based on this thing. Right. So M is man, E is day, H is number of hours, and W is work. So questions can be like 2 men they are working 3 days, right? Daily they are working 2 hours. They are doing 1/4 of the work, right? So here 1/4 will come. So then he will ask how many men we need, yeah, who are working 5 days, daily 3 hours. And the remaining work we have to fit. The remaining work will be how much? Total work is 1. So the remaining is 3. We have to find how many men we need to complete that work. Okay. This formula I already told you. Now we will see directly the question. So the question is, if 25 men can type 60 pages in a day, how many pages will be typed by 50 men in? So talking about single day, right? So how many men are there? 25 men. Day is 1, right? Here also we have to find 15 men. They are working a day, right? So how many works they are doing? They are typing 60 page. Where the 60 will come? 60 is the work, right? So 60 will come this side. We have to find this thing. So how many pages will be typed by 15 men? 15 men कितना काम करेंगे, right, in a day? Are you getting this equation? So if you are getting this, you can easily solve this, right? Will be W2 50 on, right, from 5, 5, 12 into 3 is 36 is what? They will type 36 pages. Okay. Okay. So you have to remember just that one formula and all question we can solve, right? And UPSC has asked question from this type, right? There are question from garrison or the food is available. We will discuss those questions today itself, right? Now next question. If 7 men can do a piece of work in 225 days, how many men are required to do the same work in 175 days? Right. So we will use the same formula again. So I am giving you 1 minute so that you can try your own, like how we will solve this question. The men are here, 7 men can do a piece of work in 225 days. The question is asking how many men, and we have to find same work. Days again they have given. The work is same, right? This will, the formula will become 1d1 equal to like this, but here the work is same, right? So W1 is equal to W2, fine. This will be 7 men. How many days? 25 days they are working. Work is same, right? You can write either 1 or W, it get cancelled out. And M2 man you have to find. Days are 175. Are you getting? This will be same actually. So can we solve this? right? So 175 will, right? So from 25 you can cancel this. How many times it will? Yes, 7 will cancel this 7, right? So how many men are needed? 9 men, right? Are you getting? Okay, Kaushal, are you getting this? Hmm. Ekta, hello. So now the next question. Now in this question, if 8 workers can pack 160 boxes in 5 days, how many boxes will be packed by 5 workers in? So we are having only one formula. You have to apply that formula only. But I am giving you so many questions so that you get a habit that UPSC is asking these type of questions. So these questions are from which chapter, so that you can apply that formula. So the biggest task in CSAT paper is to find out that this is question is from which chapter, right? So that's why we are solving lots of questions that you get a habit or you can recognize in the exam. Fine. So here also we will apply the formula, the same formula. M1 D1 on U1 equal to M2 D2 on 8 workers can pack how many boxes? 160 boxes. So this is the work, right? So how many boxes they are packing? That is the work they are doing. How many days? In 5 days. Now how many boxes will be packed by 5 worker in 3 days? Here they are asking about the work. So we have to find this W2, right? This 5 will cancel this one, this 3 come this side. Otherwise you can take this side, all things come 3 into 160 on 60. So how many boxes they can pack? 60 box they can pack. So the answer will be option. समझ आ गया क्वेश्चन? What problem you are facing? Can we move? Now this question. 15% working 8 hours a day can complete a work in 21 days. How many days will 14% take to complete a work 1 is to 1 by 2 times as great if they work 6 hours a day? So in this questions they have given the hours also, right? So what formula we will use? As I told you, like we will use 1 d h1 upon w1 equal to m2 d2 h2 on w2. right? So you have to use this formula. You will get the answer. One is how much? 15? 15% working 8 hours a day can complete a work in 21 days. So they are taking total 21 days. How many hours they are working? 8. Right? So they are able to complete the work. How many days will 14%? Who is 14 days they are asking? Hours is 6 hours. The work is 1 is to 1 by 2. It means this is 3 by 2. Right? The work is 3 by 2. Here the work is 1. Right? This 3 by 2 will become by 3. Right? From 3 you can cancel this. So this is 4. So D2 will be 15 into 21 into 8 on 14 4. Right? From 7 you can cancel this. Out this. Right? This 2 will cancel this 2. This is 45. So 45 days it will take. Right? So the answer is option. Okay. They have given what they have given here. Times. Right? You take any work. Right? And if you are considering work as x, x ka 3 by 2. This will be 3 by 2 times. So if you are assuming work here as x, here x will come, that will cancel out. So normally in time and work, we consider work as 1. Right? Times means what? The times is given. Times indicate what? Times indicate multiply. As I am telling you, you are 2 times the age of your father. Times indicate fine. Can we move the next question? If 30 carpenters working 5 hours a day and makes 300 table, Normally here I have seen that student get confused in work, like which thing is work. Find the number of tables made in 25 days by 32 carpenters working 6 hours a day. Right. So data, 3 carpenters working 5 hours and they are making 300 tables in 24 days. We have to find the number of tables. We have to 25 days by 32 carpenters work 6 hours a day. Right. So again we will use the same formula. 1 1 H1 on 1 equal to H2 work. 1 is 30 carpenter. The days are 24 days. Number of hours they are working 5 hours. How many work they are doing? They are making 300 table. Right. Now 32 carpenters are working. Right. How many days? 25 days. And daily they are working 6 hours. Right. We have to find the work. How much work they can complete. Right. So you can solve this. W2 will be equal to 5, 6, 300 on 3, 4. Fine. This 30 will this 3 times. Right. I will cancel this 4 times. Right. In this 4 will cancel. This 8 into 5, 40. 40 into 10, 400. So how many tables they can make? 400 tables. The answer will be option. Okay. Fine. This is just a normal calculation you have to do. Okay. So once you are able to identify that question, right, then you can solve it very easily. Now the next question. If 35% working 6 hours per day earn 96,000 in 27 days, find the amount earned by 9% working 7 hours per day in a month. This question also again we will use the same formula T1 H1 upon W1 equal to T2 H2 on Here M1 is 35. He is 27 days working 6 hours. Right. And here they have given the earn. They are earning this much amount. Right. This is equal to work act. So 96 they are earning. You have to find 9%. 7 hours they are working. Right. And how much amount? We have to find this. Now the question is number of days. Days will be questions it's given in a month. Will be 30. Why we will take 20 days? Huh? Month is of 20 days. What? Normal, whenever the question will say month is always considered as 30 days. Month meaning 30, always. When you will join the service and will get salary, you will get salary based on 30 days, right? Not 28 days or 30. The calculation is always on 30 days. So I am hoping you can solve this. Can write it. Can solve it or not, like. Right. 7, 6. Can how many times? Go. Right. This 3 will cancel. 15 into the answer will be right. I have solved it on the board itself. So let's move on to the next question. Now 80 men can dig a trench 75-meter long, 4-meter wide and 3-meter deep in 27 days, working 8 hours a day. In how many days will 64 men working 12 hours a day dig another trench 50-meter long, 2-meter wide and 2-meter deep? So again we will use the same formula. 1 D1 H1 on 1 equal to H2. Here I am using multiply sign. Here I am not using. Is there any difference? Many students ask me different. So 80 men. M is one is 80. Right. So the trench is this one. 27 days they are taking and working 8 hours. Right. 4 men working 12 hours a day. How many days we have to find? So now the question is, what is W1 and W2 in this? So the trench is 75 meter long, 25 4 meter wide, 3 meter. Here 50 meter long, 2 meter wide. So that is the total volume, right? L into B into H, the total work. This all thing will come this. Fine. Now you will solve this, will get the answer. The answer is option A, 5 days. Get this answer. You have to solve this your own. In this question, it was how we will convert. What is the work? The whole thing is a work, right? Take the volume. Fine. Now the next question.
इनमें क्या होगा? मुझे भी पता है। उस
Okay. Here in this question, is n is to 1 by 2, 70 only. So again, we will use the same formula m1 d1 h1 upon 1 equal to h2 upon 10 typist, right? Working 9 days, 8 hours. The work is 1000 pages. Each page has 45 lines. Each line has 50 characters. In how many days will 5 typists type 625 pages? Working is 10 is to 1 by 2, right? So how many hours are there? Hours will be how many? 60 line, 70, right? So days we have to find. Hours are 21 upon. This will to come, this whole thing come this side. Come 6, 5, 5, right? So 1, right? Then from 25 you can cancel. From 7, this will cancel this, right? This 9. Okay. Now 5 you can cancel, right? Otherwise, directly you take 25. Go 2 times. Go 2 times. What is remaining? 1, 2, 5. So how many times? 5 square is this 620, right? Right. See, we can now it's saying 8. The answer will be option. Fine. Now in this question, X number of men can finish a piece of work in 30 days. If there were 6 more men, the work could be finished in 10 days less. The original number of men is. Again, we will use the same formula, right? X number of men can finish a work in 30 days. If there were 6 more men, 6 more men means X plus 6, the work could be finished in 10 days less. 10 दिन कम लगेंगे. पहले कितने लग रहे थे? 30 days. 10 दिन कम लगेंगे मतलब 20 days. Original number of men we have to find. We have to just solve this. This will be 30x equal to 20x plus 120. This 20x will come this side. This will be 10x. 0 will cancel this. X is 12. The answer is option. Now, 9 men working 12 hours a day can complete 40% of the work in 30 days. How many days will it take for 15 men working 6 hours a day to complete the rest of the work? So again, we will use the same formula here. Just work is given in percentage, right? Again, we will use the formula M1 D1 H on W1 equal to on 9 men are working 12 hour day, 3 days, right? How much work they can complete? 40%. Suppose the work is X, so 40% they can finish, right? 15 men, A is being asked by the question, working 6 hours a day to complete the rest of the rest work is 60%.
मैंने लड़के ने लिखा है लास्ट ईयर
So if you will see, this
बहुत
will
हेल्प
cancel
किया
out. This X.
मींस लिखा आपके लेक्चर कबीर सर थैंक यू फॉर गिविंग अस सच अमेजिंग लेक्चर लास्ट ईयर बहुत हेल्प हुआ व्हाट टू राइट मींस
The answer will be 54 days. Option C is the correct answer. Now this next question.
मैंने देखा है मैथ में तो
A contractor undertook to construct a road in 45 days and employed 25 workers.
क्या
After 24 days, he found that only one third of the work was completed. How many more workers must he engage so as to finish the work 9 days before the specified? So solve this question and tell me what will be the answer. This is very practical thing actually, right? A contractor, what he's trying to construct a road, 45 days. He employed 25 workers. So we will again use the formula M1 H1, same formula we will use, right? Now initially, how many workers? 25 workers. They work 24 days. And how much work they completed? 1/3. So how many more worker must he engage? Right. So worker, they are asking. So has to finish the work 9 days before. 45 days was the last date. So 9 days less. Right. This will be 36. But out of this 36, 24 days they already completed. Right. They already worked. Right. The remaining days are 12 days are remaining. Right. The work is how much is remaining? 1/3 is completed. 2/3 work is remaining. This 3 will cancel this 3. Right. This 2 will cancel this 6 time. 6 will come here. Right. 6 will go 4 times. 2 will be 100. So we need 100 men. But already how many men we are having? We are having 25 men already. The question is asking how many more worker we must engage. So total we need 100 men. But 25 already is having. So 75 more worker we should engage. So the answer will be option. Fine. क्वेश्चन को पढ़ो आराम से, तो दोबारा जस्ट देखो कैसे सॉल्व किया है. राइट. अभी तक जो हमने इजी इजी क्वेश्चन करे हैं, यूपीएससी वोंट आस्क इजी क्वेश्चन. जस्ट रिमेंबर. Total is 100. Total 100 means he need to complete this 2/3 work. But already how many worker he is having? Already 25 worker he is having. The question is asking how many more worker he must engage. Right. उसको और कितने वर्कर्स की जरूरत है टू फिनिश दैट वर्क? 25 तो उसके पास ऑलरेडी हैं. राइट. टोटल 100 चाहिए. So 100 minus 25 will be 75. So 75 workers, we need more, right? Fine. On the next question. A hostel canteen had provision for 50 days for 100 students. After 20 days, 50 more students join the hostel. For how many more days will the remaining food last? Now, एक हॉस्टल में कैंटीन है, में डेली अगर 100 स्टूडेंट खाना खा रहे हैं तो 50 दिन तक दैट फूड कैन. बट 20 दिन के बाद क्या हो रहा है? 50 और स्टूडेंट आ गए. क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है कि अभी कितने दिन तक फूड चलेगा. ऑल दीज आर वेरी प्रैक्टिकल क्वेश्चंस. राइट. के पास कैंटीन है, सो दे एस्टिमेट दैट मैनर.
मेरी मॉम को भी नहीं पता है, तो मॉम एक बार बोली कंफर्म ये बोलती कैसे, देखो मधु ने ये बोला है क्या कि
टोटल कितना है पास फूड, टोटल फूड कितना हुआ?
पर तो मेरी मॉम बोलती
days 8 student can total is out of it 20 days. In 20 days 100 student, how many food they already consumed? Will be 2000, right? Now 50 more student join. 50 more means now student are 150,
ऐसे
right? So the remaining food is 5000 minus 2000. 3000 food is remaining. 150 students, how many days they will eat this 3000, right? X will be equal to 3000 on 150, right? So 20 times, yes, 20. The food will last 20 days, right? The answer is option A. Question, please read the question. Okay. Total food initially is 4 into after 15 days. तो consumed कितना हो गया 15 days, right? So remaining will be minus of this. Remaining food is this is remaining food, right? Some more students join the hostel. Previously there was 2000 students. Now suppose X more join this. So this will be 1000 plus, right? The food lasted for 20 days. So this will be equal to the remaining food. Fine. This 20 will come this side. 0 will cancel. Come to, right? This will be x equal to 900,000. Is 1900. So the answer is one zero. The answer oh, now solve this. Actually, I have to complete. In a barrack of soldier, there were stock of food for 190 days for 4,000 soldiers. After 30 days, 800 soldiers left the barrack. For how many days shall the leftover food last for remaining soldier? Right. This type of questions asked by UPSC, right? So total food is 190 into 4,000, and consumed food will be 30 into 190, 4,000. The remaining food will be right. Now the remaining are how many? 32. $200 soldiers are there, right? Number of days it will last. This will be equal to the. It will be equal to what? Remaining food. Remaining food is how much? This one. The food will last 200 days. Fine. Now, the next concept. In few questions, they will give you that X man or Y woman or that children can do a work, right? It means X man can do a work or Y woman can do a work or that children can do a work, right? So their efficiency will be 1 upon X, 1 upon Y, on, right? And if the timing is given that X man can complete a work in T1 days and or Y woman can complete a work in T2 days or that children can complete a work in T3 days. So the efficiency will be X into T1 equal is 2. That is the ratio actually, right? That is the ratio of efficiency. That is not the actual efficiency, right? Pi into D2 to 1 upon Z into D3. Fine. Now we will see the question on this. 6 men or 8 women or 10 boys can do a work in 75 days. So days are common here. So you can leave that. Right. So the efficiency ratio will be 1 upon 6 is to 1 upon 8 to 1 upon, right? The LCM will be LCM will be 120, right? We'll multiply with 120. Will become, right? This will become how much? So one time is remaining 440. So this is their efficiency ratio, right? So in how many days 4 men plus 4 women, 5 boys together can do the work, right? So man is 20K plus 4 women is 15K plus boys is 12K, right? So this will be 80K plus 60K plus 60K. So they can finish the work. And similarly, 6 men are also able to finish that work. So this work and this work are equal to what? 6 men. How many days they are working? They are working 75 days. So man is how much? Man efficiency is 20K. Right. So this will be 200K. This will be equal to what? This will be equal to this one. 6 into 20K. So they are asking days. So suppose X day they can finish. Right. So this will be multiply with days. Fine. So this 200K will come this side. this k will cancel, this 20 will cancel 10 times. Right, this will be, again you can with 5, right? Into 3, this 45. So they can finish the work in 45 days. We can use that formula also here, M1 D1 H1, right? You can solve this question using this formula also. So you have to, this is 6 men are equal to 8 women are equal to, right? So you will convert men to, suppose you are converting men into boys, convert men into boys, women into boys, leave the boys, right? So this whole thing will gets converted into boys. Here in M1 D1 H1 you consider about only boys, 10 boys. They can complete the work in 75 days. This side, M2 side, this thing will come and you will convert this into boys, right? And you have to find days. So are you getting how we can use that thing, Niharika? Now solve this question. Here they have given that one man or, have to focus this, or is given. One man or one woman or one boy can do a work in 3 days, 4 days, 12 days respectively. And how many boys working together? In this question they are asking about the boys, how many boys they need with one man and one woman that can finish the work in 1 by 4 days. Here what will be the efficiency ratio? Will be 1 upon man is 1, but days he is taking is 3. So woman is 1, the days he is taking is 4, the boys are 1, but they are taking 12 days. So from 12 you will multiply. So 4 times 4 and 3, and the ratio is 4 is to 3 is to 1. They are asking about one man, one woman. Suppose the boy are X. They all are working how many days? 1 by 4 days. That will be equal to what?
normal.
Take anyone. You can take man, woman, or take anyone, right? Because we are taking boys. Boys efficiency is A. How many days he is working? So you will solve this. Will be what? M will be 4k. This will be 1 into 4k plus 1 into 3k. This will be x. B is a. Right. So this is 4k plus 3k. This is 7k. 7k plus xk equal to a plus a into 12. A will cancel out. X will be 4 will go this side. Right. This will be 7 plus x equal to 48. X will be 48 minus. So how many boys needed? 41 boys. Fine. All this question. The two men can do a piece of work in 3 days, and the same work can be done by 3 women in 4 days. So in how many days one man and one woman together do that work? Right. So what will be the efficiency ratio? Two men, they are working 3 days. Right. And 3 women working. This will be 1 upon 6 to 1 upon 12. 2 is to 1. The question is asking one man and one woman. So how many days they will take? Right. Two men in 3 days. This will be M is 2k. So this will be 2k plus 1 into 1k. This is x equal to M is 2k. This is the work. If you remember, if we multiply efficiency with number of days, we will get the work. Right. This will be 2 plus 1, 3k. Will be k will cancel this. A will come this side. Right. The x is 4. They can complete the work in 4 days. The answer is option.
Clinical. The best. Format.
right? Now the next question. In this question, they are using and, right? Till now, we saw the question where or was used, right? But here, this is 9 men and 18 women
Something
work together, do a piece of work in 12 days.
इनके जैसे ही
Suppose in this case, we will take the efficiency as M and W itself, right? You can assume anything, A or B can assume. So they are working
40 का रीजन खत्म हो
12 days.
गया तभी करके ये 40
So 9 men and 18 women can do a work in 12 days. Now, next, 12 men and 18 women. If they are employing 12 men and 18 women, so then also the work will be gets completed. But in how many days? In 10 days. So work is same. It means this will be equal to that. Right? Are you getting, Kaushal? We'll go 6, 5. From 2 we can cancel this. Right? This will be 9 into 6. Solve this actually.
गया
So what we will get? How much we will get?
ये सारी ये सब पता नहीं लगा अंदर कंफर्म है
Now the question is asking in how many days can 2 men and 3 women. So they can complete the work suppose in X days. Again same thing. This will be equal to what? This is also the complete work. This will be equal to this. Right? Because the work will remain same. This will be equal to 9 men plus 18 women. Are you getting this? Now we will use this thing here. Right? Is equal to 3 women. 1 man is equal to 3 women. So we will write here. This will become 6 women plus 3 women. X equal to 9 TW. plus 18. This will be 6 plus 3, 9. This will be 27. This is 18. This will be 45. Right? This will cancel this, W will cancel this, 9 will come this side, 9 will cancel this 5 times, X will be 12 into 5. Yes. So 2 men and 3 women can complete the work in 60 days. So the answer will be option C. Okay. Now you go through the previous year questions from time and work, right? Okay. So now this chapter is finished. So now in the next class, we will do the next chapter. Okay. You can take it equal to that also, right? Because the work is same. So this work and this work is same.